Hi, I'm Cassidy Brown, and I'm going to be sharing to you guys about a hymn that is really close to my heart, and it is called Come Thou Fount. So I'm a musician. A lot of what I do, a lot of how I think tends to be in terms of music. I'm not like a great musician, but I am a musician, and so it's something that I'm constantly thinking about, so that it's the way that I relate to God the best. We as God's people continuously wander away from God. Me specifically, I know that I wander away from God. I don't do the things that I should do. It's like Paul says in Romans, where it's, I know the things that I'm supposed to do, but I don't do them. And over and over and over again, I fall short. I fail. And I think that's the beauty of this song, that it's just showing that, like, even though we mess up a lot, we're not too far from God. One of the lines in the song says, "Tune my heart." And when a guitar or a piano or something is out of tune, the song that you're supposed to sing, that's supposed to be beautiful, or if even your voice, if it's out of tune, the thing that's supposed to be beautiful sounds more like just terrible, like gnashing of teeth in biblical terms. So it sounds off. It sounds like it's not right. And so when you have as a musician, when you have your piano or your guitar and it's out of tune, then the logical thing to do is to tune it. And yet, when it comes to our heart, the song says, "Tune my heart to sing thy grace." I think it's such a beautiful image of the things that we have to do. Like when we aren't tuned in to God, the things that we're supposed to be doing, the things that we're doing that are supposed to be beautiful end up being just a clanging gong. It ends up being just something that is noise and meaningless and doesn't sound beautiful like it's supposed to. And it's not even just like tuning into our relationship with God, but it's tuning into His goodness and His view for how He loves us. Sometimes we forget that our heart needs tuning. Sometimes we forget that God is good, and sometimes we forget that He has streams of mercy that are never ceasing. We forget that we're already accepted and we're covered and we're held and we're known and we're beloved. And we forget that we're His cherished daughter or His cherished son. And we start hustling to feel like we're worth something. And I think that's why this song means so much to me, because I feel like that is my constant battle, is I'm always struggling to be worth something. I'm always struggling to feel like I matter, like what I'm doing matters. It's something that we have to constantly remind ourselves of, because like the song says, we're prone to wander, and Lord, I feel it. A musician would never play a song with an out-of-tune guitar or an out-of-tune piano, but so often we're willing to live our lives with hearts that are out of tune. We're fearful, we're discontent, we're ashamed, and we live our lives this way because we don't take the time to restore our hearts to its rightful place. And it seems that our work as followers of Jesus is to remember. It's to sing grace over and over again. When we fail, when we fall short, when we do things that we wish we wouldn't, it's to sing that song of grace, because what Jesus did, what God did for us, that's a song that's never going to go out of tune. Come thou fount of every blessing, to my heart to sing thy grace. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious sonnet, sung by flaming tongues above. Praise the mount I'm fixed upon it, mount of God's unchanging love. Ebenezer. Hither by thy help I'm come, and I hope by thy good pleasure safely to arrive at home. Jesus saw me when a stranger, wandering from the fold of God, He to rescue me from danger, interpose His precious blood. Oh, to grace how great a debtor daily I'm constrained to be. Let thy grace now like a fetter bind my wandering heart to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it. Prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, Lord, take and seal it. Seal it for thy courts above. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it. Prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, Lord, take and seal it. Seal it for thy course above. Here's my heart, Lord, take and seal it.